Recently, some photos were sent back to Earth from the rover known as the Perseverance that has been taking photographs of the geographical features of Mars. And this is a picture that made national headlines that appears to show some type of being laying on a rocky formation on the planet. Now, what's interesting is that I looked at the raw images and you still see this object there, and when you zoom in on it, it's very hard to determine if this is some sort of rock formation or what this is. But to me, it does appear as if it is some sort of being or extraterrestrial. Now, I looked at other photos that the Perseverance has been taken, and I wanted to show you these other photos because I found some really interesting things that I think really need further review. So this is another photo within the same series of photos. It's a raw image that was taken on Mars, and if you look very closely, there's this tiny little dot where the arrow's pointing, and it appears to be another entity or being on the planet. And I zoomed in on this thing, and it looks very strange. And you can kind of see it yourself. It's right there in the center. It's that little black image because this is taking a vast area, a picture of this vast area. So, but if you look there, right, does that look like some sort of being there walking on the planet? And that's not all, okay? I stumbled upon a couple of other images here that I really think, to me, are very interesting because now these don't show any beings or extraterrestrials, but these images to me are interesting because they clearly look like some sort of human-made formation. These look like the ancient mounds that we've seen here on Earth that were built by many ancient civilizations. And look at this formation here, because this does not look natural. This does not look like a natural geographical formation. This to me looks man-made because it doesn't match the other terrain of this area. And it almost appears as if this was built, and that looks like loose soil to me. And then, you know, what's interesting about this is there are several mounds here on Earth that look similar to this. And you would think because of erosion and because of the wind and everything that happens there on this planet Mars, that it wouldn't have this perfect mound, sort of round shape to it. And this almost looks to me like the mounds you see at Cahokia and some of the mounds that we see here that were built by the indigenous people of the Americas. So we have to speculate, we have to wonder, was there life at one time on Mars, or is there still life there? And did it come here to Earth? And is that why the ancient people built these mounds? Because they remember doing so on Mars.